What did you do on your last holiday? Where did you go? When did you go? And what did you do?
I went to my hometown and I have a nice holiday in my grandparents' home.
So you went to spend time with grandma. Is it out in the countryside?
It's a countryside. It's near. It's a countryside, but it's near the city.
Oh, wonderful. Did you do some swimming?
Yeah, I do a lot.
Oh, that's good. I miss swimming so much. Is there a little beach there, or there's just a nice place to go swimming? Hello, little Milo.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm not feeling good today.
You're not feeling good today, huh? You have a lot of days where you say you're not feeling good.
I don't know.
Just when you have English class. Just when you have English class, that's when you don't feel good? I can't hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. I will change my headphone. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, it's okay now.
All right, let's try this again. Hello, little Milo.
Hello, Mr. Trouble.
How was your day today?
I'm feeling really good.
You're feeling real good.
Maybe.
So what did you do all day? It's late now. We're getting late. Late evening. What did you do today? Did you play football? Did you dance?
I have a class in this morning, and after that, in the morning, and after that, I have some breakout. I have some game.
Some games in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so we are going to do our Interest 15 final speaking test. Are you ready? All right. Let's hope your microphone holds up. Okay, so we're going to go to part 1 then.
It's okay now, right?
Oh, now I hear you. Great.
Because I use a handphone.
Yeah, I noticed the camera changed. Okay, hold on. Oh, you should use this every time for test.
And now I don't know where to put it in.
Don't know where to what? I just lean it up
Where to put the headphone.
Right there. That's good. That's a good view. That's good. Is that your handphone?
Yeah, it's my handphone.
Okay. Well, now from now on, do all your classes on your handphone.
Okay, I will try it.
Because now I see you better, and the video quality is better, and we can hear you clearly.
Okay, I will use it.
Okay.
Earphone with my handphone.
Yeah, you don't even need the headphones unless you want to use them. But right now, you sound very good. Okay, let's try again. Hello, little Mimi. It's not Mimi.
Hello, Mr. Milo. Mr. Trevor.
Not Mimi anymore. I'm still used to calling you Mimi, not Milo. Strange for me. It's like, the kid's growing up for a few years and then they just change their name. It's like, well, okay, from now on, don't call me Trevor. Call me Sean.
Sean the Sip.
Well, see, it'd just be strange because next time you see me, you're not going to think, oh, its name is Sean now. It's not Trevor. Right? So when you guys change your names all the time, I keep forgetting.
Funny issues.
That's my middle name. My middle name is Sean. Trevor Sean. Okay. Are you ready for your test?
I'm ready for the test.
All right. So we're going to go back to our lesson on homeschooling. So we're going to go to topic 1. Okay, topic 1. That was the one with Oliver who wasn't doing so good at school, and his parents decided that he should do some homeschooling, and he thought it was really cool. So, do you like the idea of homeschooling?
Yeah, I think the idea of homeschooling is a great idea. If there aren't any school near your house.
So only if there's no school around your house?
Maybe. And if you have some issues with your classmate and some guys in the school.
I mean, like bullying and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little different. We're talking about the class quality here. Like, now I think when we talked about Oliver and homeschooling, I don't think he joined classes of 30 students in a classroom, because I taught some of the state school, and it was quite different. And that was almost impossible. And there's no way the kids were getting any value out of that. Maybe a couple who were participating all the time. But I think when Oliver, and I think people now that do homeschooling, because a lot of people are going to homeschooling now because they're not happy with the school systems and what's being taught, especially in the Americas. I'm guessing that there are, well, no, I know there's a lot of companies that have opened up that have very small classes for math and science and writing and all this kind of stuff. Kind of like what we do. Like the max we have are 6 or 7 students in a classroom. So everybody gets a chance to participate. So if all your classes were like that, math, history, science, maybe even music, whatever it is, do you think that would be good?
I think that would be good, because in our country, state school provide us a lot of advantages like tuition fees, curriculum, uniform, and a better education environment. And homeschooling will not provide us such as good as state school.
Not as
in
good.
Our country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Describe how school is different in the state school. So how is it different? What extra things do you get at school than you would get if you were doing your schooling online?
When we have a offline school, we can easily discuss with our teachers. But when we have online class, it's not as free as offline school.
So it's easier to talk with your teachers at school than online.
Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely the social part too, where you get to see your friends all day. That helps a lot. I think that's the best part of school, is the socializing, growing up with other kids. You learn how to deal with people and stuff. Okay. So now, in your situation, like all the students here, you all go to a state school. But what do you think about the extra online classes that you guys take? What do you think about online education? Do you think that your state school, of course, but that it's good to take other classes online in the evening, like Newway English or maybe extra math, or well, maybe math? Well, no, math, it would be the same. They could put a board up. Do you think online education is still good for certain things?
Maybe it's as good as offline school, but sometimes online class gives us some disadvantages that can break our mind.
Disadvantages that break your mind?
Yeah, sometimes it breaks my mind.
Oh my God. Maybe that's because of the microphone. So you think it would be better to have classes with me in class than online?
Maybe yes.
Okay. Let's go to topic 2. One of the topics we were talking about was treasures.
Treasures. I would like a treasure.
Yeah. No, our topic here is the lesson we had about the, what was it? Staffordshire hoard? What was it called? Yeah. The Staffordshire Hoard. Remember the guy had a metal detector and he was going around and he found a treasure in his neighbor's backyard?
Oh, that's
Do
it.
you remember?
I remember. I
You,
remember.
you remember that? They found gold and all kinds of stuff underground. And then
Yeah.
it's all in the museum now, but he still got a million, or he got a lot of money for it and built a new house. Yeah. So we did talk about treasure hunters. Do you think being a treasure hunter would be cool?
Yeah. I think being a treasure hunter would be very cool, but sometimes if you don't know how to spend properly, you can be very poor with a huge money from the treasure.
Oh, but being the treasure hunter, do you think that would be a cool job, searching the beaches and the oceans and the hills and whatever, wherever, islands and stuff? Do you
But
think
you have to
being
spend so much time, also many years to find a very rare treasure.
absolutely? So would it be a cool job?
Mm, I think it's maybe a cool job if you're a millionaire.
If you don't have to
You
worry
have
about
time for
finance.
it. You have
Well,
time
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, of course. Of course, of course, of course. But I think treasure hunters have already budgeted, so they know they have enough money to be able to go searching for treasure. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. So let's say you became a treasure hunter. What would you do if you found a treasure?
I think I will spend some of the assets from the treasure to pay for the debt from my parents. Reset up my whole PC.
No, not about the money. About what would you do with the treasure? What would you do? You can't buy anything with your cups and gold plates and the bullion. There's no store is going to take that. What do you do when you find the treasure?
Maybe I will exchange the gold from the treasure and
So you
have
would
some money.
melt the gold and then try to sell the gold?
Yeah, it will be very cool.
Do you think the government would let you do that?
No.
No, I don't think so. Most countries, if you find a treasure, the government owns the treasure. It belongs to the country. But they usually give you money for finding the treasure. Like them, right? The treasure, I don't remember in our story how much it was worth or estimated worth. But they got $3 million. The government gave them £3 million for finding the treasure. So that's like maybe close to $5 million US dollars. So the treasure is probably worth much more than that. Probably the treasure is worth 10, 20 million or something. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to melt. You don't have a mason. What is it? A masonry or a forger where you can melt everything down. You have to have a special tools to melt all the gold, and then you have to form it all. What do they call that? A mint? I forget what they call it. I'll put the word in the edit here. So you wouldn't be able to sell it. You'd have to give it to the government. So let's say that you found the treasure, you gave it to the government, and the government gave you $1 million. Now you got money. What would you do if you were a millionaire? You'd pay off your parents' debts.
Yeah, I will do that anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll do everything to give me a happy life.
Like what? Name 2 things you would want to do. You think 2 things you think would make life better in the future with that money.
I think it's a hard question for me.
You think so? What's the logical thing? What's a smart thing to do?
The first thing I will try is buy a new headphone and a new PC.
You don't have to be a millionaire for that. Think long term.
I don't know.
What is something that would be really good to have when you get older for you and your family?
Maybe give my children a very good education.
Well, putting money into going to university and future education is one good investment. Make sure that all the universities will be paid for education. What else? Because that's a smart smart investment for the future?
Let me see.
What are you going to do? Live with your mom and dad with kids and a husband? Searching on Google.
I think I will stop investment.
Yeah, like what? What do you think your mom and dad want to buy, number one?
My dad want a car and my mom my mom wants a better life.
Land. You know, they're not making land anymore. So buying land is always a good investment because in the future you need a place to live.
Yeah.
So if you buy a nice piece of land and you build a house or you buy a house and then it's all paid, that's going to help you a lot in the future.
Yeah, it will be very great.
Yeah, that would be one of the smartest investments you could make. You're young and you win some money. Buy some land and leave it there. It'll just grow in price and then it'll cost so much less, so cheaper to live in the future. Right? Owning land is very important. Okay, let's go to reading comprehension. Sounds like they had a good holiday, yeah?
No, it's a very bad holiday though.
Yeah, with rainstorms, electrical problems, rat problems. Sure sounds like they had a lot of problems. Huh. All right, so we read about Elena. Elena was telling her story about their summer holiday with her little brother Pavel. Not Pavel, but Pavel. And they rented an apartment down by the beach somewhere. It doesn't say where. What did the family do on the first day of their holiday?
They renting an apartment for a week near the beach, and they went to the beach. And Elena saw her brother Pavel was building a really big sand castle.
Okay.
And on the first evening.
No, okay. Now remember, you gotta focus on the question, because what I said was, what did the family do the first day of their holiday? Well, booking the apartment near a beach was not done on the first day. They didn't just go to a city and then rent an apartment or some place, right? That was in the past. That's before their first day. And then later in the evening is not the first thing they did, right? So the answer to that is, what did the family do on the first day of their holiday? They went and spent the day at the beach.
They spent the day on the beach.
That's the first thing they did, right?
Yeah.
Then maybe I would ask you, what was Elena doing? So what was Elena doing? Or what did Elena do? Right? Did, past tense. What did Elena do? Because now they're at the beach.
Elena did lots of surfing.
She did lots of surfing. And what did Pavel do?
Pavel building a big sandcastle.
Okay, now in the past, you'd have to say he was building sandcastles.
Was building a big sandcastle.
Yeah. All right. So now, what happened on the first evening? So that first night, what happened?
An electricity problem.
What was the electricity problem? Someone get electrocuted?
The electric didn't come, and everything.
What was the problem?
It started with Elena's computer.
No, nothing started. No, nothing started with Elena's computer. What happened? What's the bad thing that happened? You said electricity problem. What kind of a problem? What was the problem with the electricity?
The electricity turned off.
Yeah, power went out. No
Yeah.
electricity, a blackout. Yeah, it's a power cut or something like that. Okay. So what was Elena doing when they had a power cut? When the power went out?
They have to eat the dinner in the dark.
So what was Elena doing when the power cut happened? She was eating dinner in the car?
No, she was eating in the dark.
She was eating in the dark when the power went out. Okay, listen to the question. No. Listen to the question. What was Elena doing when the power went out? She wasn't eating in the car. She wasn't eating in the dark. That happened after the power went out. Was she playing with Pavel?
No, maybe
Watching TV?
she chatting with her friends.
That's right. She was chatting with her friends on the internet, and that's when the power got cut off, right? So what happened? Because when the power went out, how did it turn out to be bad for them? What happened after that? So the power got cut off, and then what happened?
And then the electricity didn't come until the next morning.
No, not about when it came back. What happened after the power went out? How was it bad for them?
They have to eat in the dark.
They had to eat dinner in the dark. Yeah. Yeah. Well, why didn't they bring candles and flashlights with them?
No one they bring candles in the picture D.
Oh, they did have some candles, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see some candles there.
They bring
So maybe there were some there, or maybe they did bring some. Yeah. All right. And then, yeah, of course, it didn't come back until the next morning. So it wasn't a very good first night. So it says that they had bad luck the next day, too. Now, I don't think this is bad luck. I think this is just preparedness. But what bad luck did they experience the very next day?
When they go shopping, the sun was shiny and it was hot, but suddenly it started raining hard.
Yeah. Started raining hard. So what did they do?
The dad drove the family back to the apartment.
So what would you do if you were on holiday and you went to the market and you're shopping and it was a beautiful sunny day and then it started raining? Would you run back to the apartment?
Of course.
You wouldn't just get what about an umbrella?
Umbrella?
Yeah.
But we have a car.
Yeah, but you can't shop in the car. Don't you want to do some shopping?
I don't like shopping like many other girls.
You don't like being in the rain? You don't like being in the rain?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not really like being in the rain.
See, I think
it's wet.
Yeah, for sure, it's wet. But I think I just think most people, if they were shopping on holiday and they were in a market, and it started to rain unexpectedly, maybe they'd leave. Maybe there's a mall. But I think I would probably just buy an umbrella and do some more shopping, because some people would leave and it'd be less people. So later they got back home and there was another problem. Why did Pavel have to sleep with his sister for the rest of the holiday?
Because when they get home. Because when they get home,
when they got home, past tense.
When they got home, the rain coming to Pavel's bedroom, and his bed was very wet.
How do you think the bed got wet? It wasn't outside.
Maybe because the rain is inside, so
How do you think
the rain.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it in English, but
That's why I asked. Do you think they had a bad roof and it was leaking?
yeah, it's like the rain was leaking out.
Leaking
in.
down, leaking, yeah, it was leaking. It could be. The picture shows a lot of water coming from the ceiling area, which would mean that the apartment was very, very bad. So they rented a really bad place by the sounds of it. No power, water leaks. Could also be like, you're in your bedroom now?
Yeah, I'm in my bedroom.
Are you sitting on your bed?
No, I'm sitting in my desk.
At your desk. Okay, so the bed is behind you, right?
Yeah.
And that's the window right there?
The window is
on your left? Okay.
Yeah,
Where the books are. So what would happen if it was a beautiful sunny day and you opened the windows because there's a nice breeze and you want to get fresh air in the house, and then you decided to go shopping in the market, but you forgot to close the window and a big storm came and it was raining hard and the wind was blowing? What would happen to the bed then? Now we got freezing problems.
Someday the bed will get wet when it's hard, when it rains really hard. But sometimes it doesn't affect by the rain.
Yeah, it depends if the wind's blowing, how hard it's raining, which way the rain is falling. Yeah. So it's possible that maybe they just left the window open and the bed got wet that way too. Okay, we don't know. The picture suggests that it's a bad ceiling, and they're saying it's a terrible holiday, so they're not taking the blame. Why did Dad shout in the kitchen?
The dad shouted because there's a family of mice under the sink.
Oh my God. What would you do if you found a family of mice or rats under the sink in the cupboards?
I don't know, but if there are a family of cockroaches, I will
Cockroaches?
cockroaches, and I have to call my dad loud.
So you're worried
about to prevent more for myself.
Prevent them from climbing on yourself?
Yeah. It's oh my God, terrible imagine.
Just step on them. Crunch, crunch.
It's crunchy, but it's so scary.
Oh, they're not scary. They're just disgusting. Yeah, they're ugly little bugs. So if you were alone and you were cleaning in the kitchen and you saw a bunch of rats inside the cupboard, Dad's not home, what would you do?
I will pick them up and throw them out of my house.
You'll pick up the rats and throw them out of the house?
I will get a gloves.
A broom or gloves? Be careful, don't let them bite you. Okay, so last question. You just had one too, so this will be easy because you were in the car last week or the week before. What did you do on your last holiday? Where did you go? When did you go? And what did you do?
I went to my hometown and I have a nice holiday in my grandparents' home.
So you went to spend time with grandma. Is it out in the countryside?
It's a countryside. It's a countryside, but it's near the city.
Oh, wonderful. Did you do some swimming?
Yeah, I do a lot.
Oh, that's good. I miss swimming so much. Is there a little beach there, or there's just a nice place to go swimming?
No, before there is a river, but it's very, very disgusting to swim
In the
in
river?
the river, so that we have to go to the pool.
Oh, so you guys went to the pool, not in the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So where do they live? Are they close to Comfa? Close
So
to
they close
Halong?
to Umbi.
Umbi. Is that going towards China or going towards Halong City? It's along the water. So, because you're in Van Dun, right?
Yeah.
So you go through Comfa and Halong Bay that way, or you go north towards
I go through Hạ Long and Cẩm Phả.
Okay.
I go through Cẩm Phả. Okay.
Okay, down that way. Right. So you did some swimming. What else did you do?
Oh, I have some good supper with my grandparents.
Awesome. Nice food, nice dinners. Are they good cooks?
Yeah, they really good at cooks.
Really good at cooking?
Yeah.
Are you good at cooking?
Not really, but I think my food is good.
Yeah. So you got 2 or 3 things that you can cook really well.
Maybe.
Me too.
It's good.
Me too. I'm not a big cooker. I don't have time for that usually, but I do have a few things that I like to cook, and I cook them quite well, I think. All right. Are you ready for Inter 16?
I'm ready.
All
Very
right.
ready.
Yeah, well, we got to make sure you get a good location so you can get the internet on the phone, because this is way better. Now we can hear you, we can see you. And now you can use the laptop or something for your Google to find answers and stuff when we're doing our games.
But sometimes it's get some Wi-Fi connection problem.
Yeah, I know you froze a couple of times during the test, but this is still way better than the other setup with that microphone and your face blown up and all we see is the side of your head up here. That's not good. This is much better. This is good. But I can see like the last 2-3 terms, you were always a strong student, but the last 2-3 terms you've had so many microphone problems, and that it's affected you, because I can see that your pronunciation is not as strong as it was before, and your comprehension too is not as strong. Because when you have bad tools to use when you're doing the class, you don't get to practice enough. So I think this is going to be a lot better for you, because now you can be a lot more active in the class.
I think it will be better with my headphone.
Well, can you plug the headphones into your handphone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I can use my Bluetooth headphone too.
Okay. Well, next week when we start lesson 1, we'll test everything then and see how you sound. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon.
See you on the next week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.